All right. Unless I'm mistaken, we should be live. Just double checking the old app. Yep. We are live. Hello, Shuatang. Hello, Chris. Chris, I think we have a Berber game tonight. I don't think it's going to be this first one, but it might be the second or the third one. Actually, let me double check. Let me make sure I've hidden the spoilers. Yeah, we got the Berbers in the second game. Gray Shrimp, hello, hello. How is everyone doing tonight? Feel free to fast forward if you're watching this after the fact. But we're just going to dive right in to the gameplay. We've got Team West taking on Team East in the new patch. I'm not too sure it's going to make any major difference, the new patch. Maybe a few pathing improvements. Deer still seem incredibly stubborn. Ooh, is Val's going to push two at once? No, of course he's not. Let's take a look. Valis as the Huns in green. In his pocket, he's got Kylar as the Persians in gray. In teal, Mathieu as the Bohemians. And on the other flank, all the way down south, we've got Samaro as the Khmer, the Khmer. Facing off against those ridiculously powerful Khmer units. We've got the Teutons, powerful in their own right by Ganji in blue. Already engaged in villager warfare. The pretty macaw flies overhead. Very far away from blue, by the way, if you look at the mini-map. In his pocket, Nolo as the Magyar is a good civ to have in your pocket and on your team on the whole. Menunez as the Vietnamese, speaking of good teams. Good civs. And the Naked Nipple Man himself as the Spanish. So Spanish are taking on the Huns, and then Khmer are taking on the Teutons. Looks like we've got a fairly simple map. Ooh, I think my chat froze yet again. I don't know why when I watch this on YouTube, the chat freezes sometimes, even though it gets going quite well. So let me just catch up. Vizbot, good afternoon to you too. Arcantos, hello, hello. Daniel, nice to see you again. Shwatang, it is so-so in my neighborhood. A lot of cars in my parking lot. Community games, I apologize. I have not had a chance to set those up yet. I may need some help at some point getting the ball rolling on that one. And Alejandro, hello as well. It is Kylar who we are watching pull the first boars. Although, one second, let's see. There seems to be a bit of scout troubles. Ooh, you are not the Magyars to kill that crocodile with one fell swoop. By the way, while he pulls his boars, oh, look at that. Menunez, the Vietnamese, tried to lame the boar pull. And so the quick thinking Persian has walled off his villager, keep her safe. While Orange continues to circle. That is very sour. He pulled them halfway, it looks like. And then they just turn around and go home. So fantastic maneuvers there out of our Vietnamese and Orange to lame that attempt. Let's take a look at the map because it looks fairly simple, which may or may not be good. To the north, we've got one avenue of attack split in half by a big forest. Valis, our Hun, is already en route. Kind of sucks that the Huns can't build houses. And then we've got another east-west corridor just south of the northern one. And then all the way down south, we've got yet another east-west corridor divided by a bigger forest. By the way, tonight we are all on Rage Forest 5, the new Rage Forest version. Somehow, 5 minutes into the game, there's already action as their Khmer pokes his villagers into those houses. Remember, they don't regenerate HP when they go into the house. It's not like a town center or a castle, for example. So their HP is kind of stuck at what it is, these purple villagers. So they are quite weak. But they pop out, save a little bit of HP. Two fresh hail villagers come. Let's buy me a supreme pizza. It doesn't have to be supreme. I'll settle for a pepperoni feast, the pepperoni lovers. Depending on if we're talking Domino's or Pizza Hut. Anything with double pepperoni and double cheese on the whole is pretty, it's an acceptable offering, an acceptable tribute. Valis has no intention of playing defensively here. He's moving forward with 4 villagers. What does he think he's going to accomplish in Dark Age? How are his resources? He's got no food. Of course not. A quarter of his economy is right here. No, Daniel, I don't think we did. Based on what it kind of looks like to the naked eye, I think the latest has more space. Rage Forest 5 has more space, but I haven't actually figured out the exact difference as 3 boars get pulled here by Nolo, our Magyar. Okay, so house is under attack, but there's a wall up behind. Oh, you gotta finish that palisade. Okay, good for you. Finishes the palisade, which means they are nice and safe for now. Our Spaniard tries to bust out of this very, very delicate and very, very soft contain on his base. Orange, despite causing shenanigans out on the map, he has lost his scout, does not want any kind of shenanigans visited upon his house, and so he begins walling off in many locations. Valis's green villager is still here. What happened to the other 3? There's one up here. Oh, so Valis must have lost a few villagers, but 3 militias. His barracks, by the way, is inside the enemy base, so he can keep pumping these guys out. I'm sure he's happy to stay on Dark Age based on how much food he's spending on these militias. Oh man, we've heard of a drush. I don't know that 5 militias. that's a major drush. It's like a drush supreme if it was a pizza. Looks like our Bohemian Mathieu has already taken the lake to the south. 1, 2. Are there only 2 lakes on this map? Very interesting. Okay. Maybe that's no, there's still symmetry in the lakes. And now Valis, his Persian comrade, trying to help him bust his way back into the base. No way for Yellow to rebuild this, by the way. So eventually this one palisade will fall. And hello. Good morning to that villager. Oh, the mob, the rabble rousers are attacking a house. 2 relics spawn in a closed off area. Let's take a look. 1 to the north and 1 to the south. Yikes. Very ugly relic spawn. Luckily, no Lithuanians. Do we have Aztecs? No Aztecs as well. And do we have Burgundians? No Burgundians as well. Okay. So unless I'm mistaken, those are the 3 civs that definitely want to gather relics. I mean, obviously everybody wants to gather relics, but am I missing a civilization? I think the Burgundians generate food in addition to gold. I think the Aztecs get a 3rd more gold, and the Lithuanians obviously need that for their attack boost. Am I missing a civilization that somehow directly benefits from relics more than usual? Tenchi, hello. I'm glad you survived last week. Leonardo, that is very sour indeed. But Yellow's got a relic up top here. Teal's got a relic down close to the base. Orange has a relic next to this villager who's walling himself off with a double wall off. As more and more players hit feudal, it looks like, oh man, purple and green, the 2 flanks are still stuck in feudal age, and they are very far, or rather stuck in dark age. They're very far away from oh my god. Let me repeat, they are stuck in dark age, very far away from feudal. 5 militias have become 6. The barracks still up and running, and so I'm assuming this drush will become a men-at-arms rush. We haven't seen Lithuanians in a while on Rage Forest. I want to say something like a month almost. There's some civs that we almost never see, and there's some civs we see a lot of, even though it's supposed to be all random. Tenchi, was a good time. I can imagine. I bet it was. I'm just glad you're back. I'm glad you're safe and sound. And I'm glad that we're watching a whole bunch of militias try to bust their way with their billy clubs. Oh, look at that. Look at Valis laming the ability of Orange to complete the wall off entirely, but it doesn't matter. This is still a corner piece. Actually, no, it does matter if he busts through that one. Mind games by Valis. Orange is gonna have to go all the way around now. Oh my god, he did it! How the hell did our Vietnamese manage to do that? That is Viper level quick fingers on our Orange Vietnamese. Holy moly. Am I the only one impressed by that? Yikes. Valis, despite a fancy maneuver here, gets locked out. Although, to be honest, where could he have gone? What could he have done? maybe headed south with his very slow moving men-at-arms. Tenchi's gonna go with Team East. Spanish is his favorite civilization. Our Persian already has a knight out. The monastery Ark of the Covenant being lowered here. Obviously, when you see knights, you like to go monks. Heel is pinging over here, telling Purple, hey, these are some pretty cool wall-offs you made, but I'm just gonna drop a castle, so you're gonna probably want to delete this and let me just bust through into the Teuton base. Our Teuton is on his own. What is he doing to prepare for this? Okay, siege workshop. That's gonna form part of a wall-off. Okay, deleting the palisades is Samaro. 2 more town centers for our Vietnamese. Not every day you see now 6 militias with 2 knight friends trying to bust in. Oh, and he tried to convert the knight. The knight ran away. He converts a militia. Will Valis notice? Will he notice at all? Man, it was faster than light. Okay, so Valis just lost 2 militias, 1 to a conversion, 1 to murder. But gets his revenge. Persian is here to heal his units up, and double whammy here for our Hun. So Team West looks like it is pressing in hard. Our Persian has set up some good infrastructure, a stable, a monastery, and a siege workshop. Oh, that is very sour for our Vietnamese. At least he's got loom, so he should survive that crocodile attack. Scout, where are you going? Go after the monk. Okay, he does not go after the monk. Dies instead. Now Persian battering ram is out. What is Valis going to build out of here? 2 mangonels. Okay, so our Spaniard, sorry Tenchi, seems like he's going to get double teamed here. Because even if Orange wanted to help, Valis has walled him out entirely. Oh, and he's going to even wall him out over here. So Yellow is on his own. The best Orange can do right now is hope. Hope that he can send him resources to keep him alive for as long as possible. Redemption is a very good answer for our Spaniard here. Those 9 range monks will outrange the 7 mangonel range. In come the wagons. Let's see it. Let's see our Teuton. By the way, is anyone a little bit upset that heavy scorpions are now going to come with melee armor? I mean, it's just 1. Am I the only one who wanted that to remain a Teuton only thing? I don't know why. I'm like strangely protective of the Teutons. Oh, yikes. That was a pancake. I'm very strangely protective of the Teutons. And with Ironclad, they're the only civ that has that melee armor on their siege. I should say siege workshop units, because Trebs have melee armor. But now I think heavy scorpions are going to come with 1 melee armor as well automatically. Okay, so Yellow's dead. Was not able to sneak out any villagers. He sent a few north, but our Persian with his shitty line of sight knight is gonna catch them all. Orange has to move in here now. Oh yeah, good luck with that. Okay, a few yellow villagers are safe and secure here for now, right up until the mangonel pops out, so not very safe and secure anymore. Okay, so this is gonna be a 3 versus 4, I guess. Looks like the wagons ran the hell away from the mangonels. 3 kills for you, 0 for you. Did you kill any villagers? Nope. Just the Hussite wagons, or maybe it was the petards that we saw. No, they're back in the castle, unless those are new. Green is pinging over here. I mean, what an absolute disaster for Yellow. Tenchi, I've seen that happen. Unfortunately, Yellow doesn't even have a market, so I don't think he can really do anything at this point. Yellow doesn't even have a presence on the freaking map right now. And once, I believe, the house goes down, he's out. The barracks, I mean. In Age of Empires, once you lose your not only your villagers, but also your production buildings, you're done. Anything that can train anything, if they all disappear, you're dead. So Naked Nipples is done. No villagers, nothing. He's left with houses and a mill, which can't really train anything. Red walling himself off. So we've got a 3 versus 4 developing here. Luckily to the south, the Teuton is holding on. I mean, holding on against... There's a lot of petards that are moving forward. By the way, he sees all of it with the vision that he's got. Attack rounds. Oh, he's gonna need more than 1 mangonel. They reload 6 seconds late. Okay. Oh, that is very sour for blue here, but a secondary wall off. No, he wasted his first volley. These guys should go after the siege workshop probably, right? And look at that. What is this? What is happening in this game? This is like the game of quick wall offs, but even quick as they are, they're not enough. Eventually, so many petards have managed to bust their way in. And now the light cap from our Kamai, who, by the way, their farmers can plant their farms wherever the hell they want, are gonna rush in, and in comes another Bohemian castle. Okay, so things are looking very bad for Team East. Val is taking a moment to clean up a little bit, do a little bit of housekeeping, house destroying. Our Vietnamese has a castle. What is he going up to? 3 mangonels. He thinks the castle is enough up here to the north. To the south, he's got mangoes. What about our Magyar? Our Magyar is dealing with an incursion here as well. He's gonna get here. Is it gonna get here too late? Oh, that's so sour. Ooh, I mean, very impressed by the level of wall off so far. Has delayed things a bit, but now basically divide and conquer for Team West. 1 by 1, they're gonna double team. I think they're double teaming blue. Red can't help both players at once, both teammates at once. He is building a wall up here, but the villagers are all the way down here. Oh, that's so painful to watch. Will they make it out in time? No. 1 more volley and the Persian Knights will rush in. Orange, nice and safe, secure for now. He is heading up to Imperial, the only one in the game who is heading up to Imperial. What does our Vietnamese want to accomplish in Imperial? I'm trying to think. Is he gonna go 420 HP elephants? Oh, fantastic attack round out of Valis. Mangonels reset. Magyar Hussar split up perfectly. What an awesome unit. Remember, the Magyar Hussar bonus is against siege, which is why these mangonels are basically dying in the blink of a freaking eye here. So red is secure to the north of, or I guess the northwest of his base. Our Teuton buying time here with more and more wall-offs, more and more cheap farms. Looks like auto placement on these guys. No, you left him behind. This is like the guy in the beginning of The Rock, the old-timey movie with Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery, who, when Ed Harris and his gang are stealing those poison balls, one of them breaks in the room and they leave that one guy behind whose face melts off. That's what this villager is. He's basically waiting to die, waiting for this Hussite wagon to move forward and kill him. No, never mind. Decides to save himself. Okay. Vietnamese try to plug the hole in the wall. Magyar Cav Archers, what are the upgrades on them? Okay, decent upgrades. He's gonna have conscription soon, so he'll be able to pump them out a little bit quicker. Both our Magyar and our Vietnamese are actually in Imperial, but Valis, Samaro, and Mathieu are all heading up to the next age, the final age, which just leaves our Persian. So I don't think we're gonna get to see Savars out of our Persian. Who? Why is he running away from these guys? I thought Knights come with an attack bonus against Archer, right? Yeah, Archer +2. And these guys still do have Archer armor. So the Persian Knight, out of most Knights, should be well placed to take care of these guys. They're gonna run face first into a Hussite wagon, though. It's a lot of Pierce armor on this guy. Oh, Valis. He's about to get his economy crippled a little bit. To the south, not really much happening. What's going on here? And look at that, our Vietnamese. He's gobbling up resources. He's pushed Valis and Kylar back. What is going on in this game? How are they doing this? I guess rushing up to Imperial. I'm the idiot. The standoff between the SEALs and the terrorists. Which one? The one in the shower room right at the beginning? That was I was so moved by that when I was a kid watching that movie. I was so like emotionally impacted by the SEALs all dying. Ooh, Magyar Hussars with +1 range would absolutely wreck a lot of siege. Let's see how long he sticks around the castle. It's only at 58%. He might be able to stop this castle. Nolo doing a fantastic job. My favorite scene from The Rock is when Sean Connery meets Ed Harris. And he, he asks him, "Who the hell are you?" And he goes, "Her Majesty's service," whatever he says. And then he starts mouthing off to Ed Harris's character. I forget, General Rommel or something like that. I forget his name. And he gets punched in the stomach. And then he's like, "You will address him as sir." And then Sean Connery says some like badass line like, "I think you're batshit crazy, sir." I love that scene. By the way, the Cav Archers have planted themselves here, which means Valis is safe for now. He's brought Cav Archers of his own. Persian Cav Archers, not quite as strong as these heavies. Why did you delete the castle? Why did you delete? Was that a mistake by Kylar? I think that was a mistake. I think he tried to delete some of his stone walls and instead deleted the castle. Oh, that's very sour. That is very sour there for him. Why is Red pinging over here? I guess he's escaped with a few Cav Archers. Let's see what Team East is doing behind this, because they've had some time to build up their army count. And by the way, even though it's 3 to 4, their army count is identical. They're down 120 villagers. And now he's trying to pick up Hafnitsa's. Almost got one. Does he have the range? Yes, he does in the attack. Oh, but he's taking on Hussite wagons. Oh, look at how quickly they killed the Hussite wagon. I did not expect that. Let's see him try to pick off these Hafnitsas again. No, he's going for the spearman attack bonus. +6 against spearman. Look to the south. A stalemate between the Magyar army and a coalition of Bohemian Khmer. To the center, Vietnamese Magyar push. To the north, Vietnamese reclamation, the reconquista of the Spanish original base. There's going to be a lot of resources that Team East is going to have right now. Although our Persian, he might have something to say about this. Did he sneak in infrastructure? Yes, he did. Kylar sneaking in the archery ranges. Let's see Savars. There's Parthian tactics for those Cav Archers that he built. How much longer will this Persian castle stand? Oh, there's enough villagers here, but now Orange swarms over them. And down the castle goes another one for our Vietnamese in a very aggressive position, but they need to reclaim the Spanish base again. They can't leave the Persian running amok here. And what is Orange doing? Full on halberdier. Okay, that's definitely a strategy. Teutonic halberdiers. Remember, anything that comes out of that Teuton barracks now that he is in Imperial gets 2 free melee armor for free, which means it should do quite well against these Bohemian halberdiers, who themselves have a cool 25% extra attack bonus compared to the usual halberdiers. But what a battle here. Hafnitsas and ballista elephants on one side, fully upgraded Magyar Cav Archers and Hussars on the other side. Not too sure where our Teuton is going with these halberdiers. Push forward. So my guess is there's going to be a stalemate here for a while to the south. Our Vietnamese is pushing, but this is more of an annoyance than any kind of game-ending damage with halberdiers taking on, I was going to say maybe trade route, but I don't see any trade for anybody. our Hun, Valis, has gotten his Cav archers about as close as he can, and there is Savar for our Persian. So these guys are cheaper. We'll see how well they do against the better Magyar Cav archers as the army's closing yet again. Meat shields doing what meat shields do, which is basically living and dying. Flandrin, you don't know who the attack. I think a lot of these players, from what I've seen live streamed, a lot of these players use that mechanic where on the mini map they're one color, their teammates all three are the same color, and then all of the enemies are just red, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw Hera playing a team game a few days ago, and he was on the mini map, him and his he was blue, I think his teammates were yellow, all three of them, and then all of the four enemies were all red. So you don't know exactly which civ you're attacking into, which is a little problematic, right? Because the Bohemian Halberdier, for example, comes with that extra bonus attack against cavalry is 40 instead of 32. So you'd like to kind of know if you're attacking into a Japanese or a Bohemian Halberdier, or into a Goth Halberdier that has, you know, less armor. So I'm not too sure it's that useful, in my opinion. Then again, I'm not too sure it's useful to see all these colors if you're the actual player. Obviously, I'm as the caster, I would love to see as many colors as possible, but I don't know if as players they want to do that. By the way, the push to the middle has stopped. Persian castle has reclaimed the land, and now our Vietnamese is on the receiving end of a 2v1 here with the Savar. What are the upgrades? Not quite yet fully upgraded. Still missing blast furnace, but man, oh man, as Val has brought 63 Cav archers. It's called team colors. Okay, there you go. How many kills on the battle elephants? Only 44. Somehow 2 castles and 3 trebs. 4 trebs are what stands between Team East completely losing. And we've seen this before with ballista elephants. They retreat a lot. By the way, these guys have siege armor, which means the Magyar Hussar does extra bonus. Is it elite? Oh, it's elite, so 8 attack bonus against siege. That just makes it even more deadlier. More deadly. Looks like an onager here fell. Persian gunpowder, Persian Savars. Oh, where the hell do you think you're going? He did. I guess he fired 1 ball. And Team East looked like they were holding on for a good while here. Yeah, Tenchi, exactly. They look like they've been holding on for a good, decent while. But now when you look at the army counts, they're down more than double. They're also still down 100 villagers and fishing ships. And they're getting 2v1'd up to the north. They're getting 2v1 to the south. To the center. Our Persian is pushing. And Vietnamese castle has fallen. Onagers are all that's left, in addition to a few halberdiers. Why are the ballista elephants so shy here? The Magyar Hussar chases. He got 1. Hafnitsa tried to get the second. Will this one get it? No, it dies as well. Our Magyar has only 16 Cav archers left. 14, 15 Hussars. And it looks like they're doing a whole lot of moving and not so much attacking here. You know what? They're evening up the army count. Tenchi, I think you still do get team bonuses if your teammate dies. Although I'm not 100% sure. That's a good question. I would imagine you still get it. Oh my god, so many halberdiers dying here, Teuton or not. 124 kills. And now the Savars are in. What is our Magyar doing? What are Nolo's resources? Nolo has no food, but he's got wood and gold. Why isn't he going heavier on the Cav archers here to at least support? Ooh, Persian castle inside the Vietnamese base. And now the Vietnamese economy is about to get wrecked. Yeah, okay. This is not good. Half of the castles here are down. This one's going to fall any second now. And yeah, now the army count is literally 4 times bigger. Yeah, that was just absolutely steamrolling once the Spaniard got kicked out. And this is, sometimes I wonder why teammates kind of wall themselves away from each other. I'm not too sure. Maybe they don't want to get attacked into, but then just build a gate instead of a wall. But nobody came to the aid of the Spaniard. And once the Spaniard fell, it was basically GG. It was just a matter of time. And by the way, Team West did an amazing job delaying the inevitable. 50 minutes it took for Team West to 2v1, 4v3 them to death. Most trained unit, Hussar versus Hussar. Let's see if our Spaniard donated any resources. No, he didn't. He didn't get and he didn't donate. Biggest donor is our Magyar. Biggest recipient is our Teuton. Relic gold going to our Bohemian. Okay. Well, game one was a bit of a steamroll situation here. I'm glad we got to see Savars and Magyar Cav Archers, more importantly, Magyar Hussars, which, by the way, do a pretty decent job against these ballista elephants that are technically siege units. Oh, true, he didn't have that market up. Oh. Well, I'm looking at his resources, by the way. Our Spaniard at the bottom right of our screen. He didn't really have anything to send anyway. Well, that was a kind of a quick steamrolly game. Chris, I hope you're still here because we're about to watch the Berbers. And let's see who we're working with here. Well, this is interesting. When's the last time we saw Rage Forest with Arabia? Humana. Okay, let's see. Blue, red. So you guys are, let's call you guys Team South because 3 out of 4 of you are in the South. Chris, you are here? Okay, good. Because we are going to have some Berber fun right now. By the way, in case you're wondering what the hell this map is, this is Rage Forest 5, which also just has 2 lakes. And I guess the forests have dried up. Okay. This is, we're on Tatooine now in the Rage Forest. Oh no, tomorrow's May the 4th. Okay, never mind. Menunez as the Burgundians in gray in his pocket. Osama as the Byzantines in blue. Rudely Great as the Mongols in red with a lake right next to his base. And last but not least, we got Steak as the Mayans. We've seen Steak, I think, last week. Scandalf, one of my favorite names, as the Turks. Mathieu as the Berbers for Chris in teal. Dan as the Koreans in yellow. And last but not least, Zach as the Bohemians in green. So the Bohemians facing off against Burgundians. Okay. The battle of the weird civilizations. One with early Cavaliers, one with early hand cannoneers, one with hand cannoneers that do extra damage, one with halberdiers that do extra damage. So symmetrical, but weird. Oh my god, we already have shenanigans as Menunez tries to steal Zach's rhino, and he's gonna wall this off with the villager. Wall it off, close it off. And look at Osama, teammate extraordinaire, comes in to help him pull that rhino. That is the definition of sour here on Rage Force. Or was that a pull? Because I'm seeing elephants. No, I think that was a pull. I think he stole his rhino, which I guess loses interest. Yeah, this is a beautiful Rage Forest map. So to the east, we've got one avenue attack between the coked out civilizations of the Burgundians and the Bohemians. Then we've got the Turks facing off against the Mayans to the west with 2 avenues of attack. Ooh, okay, so now you can't destroy these trees because there's 2 of them. So smart to use them as part of the wall off, or maybe not smart. And look at this. When's the last time we saw elephants in the clump of 3s? Usually it's boars, javelinas. What is going on with this map? And then we've got a bit of an east-west corridor, which it looks like Dan has already walled off using part of the stone. What the hell is this? This is like the beginning of Dumbo. Gabina, hello, hello. Good morning to you. You might be wondering why you're seeing a lot of sand and elephants. No, this is still Rage Forest. Got a rhino to the left, an elephant to the bottom. Crocodile jealously guarding resource patches, the same two lakes which our Mongol has taken, and as has our Bohemian. Oh my god. I mean, elephant pulls are much harder because they move faster. But look at this. Oh, Tenchi, I'm too lazy to look at a list of changes. Did he get all of them, by the way? One. I think there was one underneath before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Wow. I mean, this is crazy. After 25 years of playing this game, they still managed to come up with something cool. Look at this. When's the last time we saw a clump of 6 elephants? Yeah, easy peasy. Crocodile. This is really like a, what's the name of that famous animal reserve park in South Africa? Kruger National Park. This is like Kruger National Park over here with crocodiles and elephants. Oh my. All right, let's see Zach as he pulls the elephants. Ooh, this is the problem with elephants. You need a body blocker. You absolutely need a body blocker here. How far away is he from his town center? Oh, this villager's not making it. Yeah, the villager's not making it. Looks like another villager, maybe 2, died over here. Oh no. Oh no. The Dumbos moved back to their hunting grounds. Although I guess elephants don't really hunt. Tenchi, are we all on shrooms right now? What are we seeing here? This is crazy. Okay, attempt number 2 by Zach. Why are you sending an injured villager when you know these guys are gonna absolutely move forward and attack you much quicker than a wild boar? All right, so preemptive gate. Another preempt. Oh, so he's creating a funnel. No, he's not. Never mind. He's already taken way too much damage. Zach, attempt number 2. What the actual hell is going on? Rhino lies next to the elephant. Here we go. Another elephant bull. This is so funny to me. This is just so funny. But you know what? The difference is Rudely Great has brought a scout to block the path. So this villager should be safe. No loom. Oh my god. Strawberry guava. That definitely sounds like a sativa strain. Wow. Loomless villager pulling elephants is not something I've seen. 3 elephants. But the scout is doing an amazing job right up until the last minute. Oh my god, no, 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 no. Is he gonna do it? He's gonna do it. He's gonna take one more attack maybe, and then garrison. Wow, what a beautiful pull by our Mongol. Holy moly. And now those quicker hunters are going to have the time of their life. What is happening here? Our Burgundian has snuck in a few villagers to the north. It's an indica. Okay, well, enjoy passing out on the couch. As our Berber does a fast castle maneuver here. Why the hell not? No threat whatsoever to him. More and more players are hitting feudal. It looks like Red, off the back of that awesome elephant pull, is going to be the first to castle age on his team and in the game. And then Mathieu, our Berber, will be the first to castle on his team. Militia and Archer are trying to bust their way in here. Yellow. Okay, you're keeping your teammate out as well, you know that. A Korean says, never mind, I don't want anyone taking my elephants. Okay, just one last villager remaining. Oh my goodness, he managed to get the scout. How is that possible? How bad was that scout's HP? A fun Friday is why we're all here. So that was a little interesting. I've never seen that before. And now the game is kind of stabilized into its normal... wait a second. Oh, no, never mind. I didn't see the purple wall here on the mini-map. I was going to say purple is missing a wall off, but he is not. Yeah, the game is kind of stabilized into the usual nonsense as everyone tries to head up to Castle Age. By the way, how are we looking with the elephants? Are there still any elephants left on the map? There's 3 over here. You're just a bunch of zebras. Why is our Korean not taking the zebras? He still has a scout. Where's the scout? Oh my god, now he's pulling these elephants. Let's see if he does any better than his teammate. He does have a scout. He does have loom. But like green, for some reason, he sent a injured villager over. Sorry, I need to move my chair. You might hear a banging sound. No, no, no. Why are you going this way? Okay. No. Oh my god, these elephants are cursed. Even an arrow doesn't draw its attention. Wow, these elephants are absolutely cursed. Where do you think you're going with your bow and arrow? Dueling castles between our Turk and our Mayan. Our Turk gets the castle up first, which means bye-bye villagers for the Mayan. Oh, that's so sour. 81%. Okay, will he bring more villagers? I don't know that this is going to be enough without losing like more than half of these. How many villagers are brought forward? 11. Oh, he's trying to distract him with the eagle. He's trying to distract him with the eagle. 10 are left. 9. 8. Okay, he survives with 8. To the east. Okay, a kind of a joint tower push by our Bohemian and Korean. Another wall off. Oh, let's see plumed archers take on Janissaries. Let's see the plumed archers use their mobility, their maneuverability to absolutely take advantage of that ridiculously bad accuracy. By the way, what is this? I was wondering why there's a orange dot here. Why is orange scout all the way over here? One battering ram being trained. And what is our Berber doing, by the way? 4 town centers. Mathieu, highest score in the game. He's got his original scout, who is inside the castle healing up. And aside from that, he's got 50 villagers. Okay, so we'll see what he's cooking up in that Berber base. For now, he's just adding more and more economy. Why the hell not? Ooh, this kind of seems risky to me. Just having a gap there. Plumes pop out. There is no murder holes for our Mayan, so he's got to get the ram the other way, the good old-fashioned way. Maybe go after the villager. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Oh, now the villagers pop out. No. Okay, I don't think he lost a single villager there. This is very tense. My shoulders are very tensed right now, watching this battering ram with half of its HP left. Yeah, there you go. The plumes. You don't have to risk it. You're outside of the orange castle radius. Another petard pops out. Okay. Well, there you go. All of the tension has been released. That castle is safe. And now a bunch of Burgundian towers are up as well. So the last of Team North is heading up the castle, being our Bohemian. Unfortunately, Menunez is nowhere. I mean, sorry, I was looking at the wrong resources. No, he's very close to going up. Just needs a little bit more gold. An extra town center in the back for our Turk castles. He's being so annoying with one individual ram. A single ram. He's just forcing purple to either risk his plumes or maybe even petards. More money wasted on petards. There you go. And he gets the villager. Castle push from our Bohemian now. Okay, so things are starting to heat up in the east. Castle stalemate to the west. What are the upgrades, by the way? +1, +2 for purple. So how is he doing so much worse? Oh, because this one has Janissaries inside. Another set of wall offs to the center. I don't think anyone really wants to bother here. Yellow does want to secure this gold though, so he is walling off all the way to the west. Another battering ram. I mean, purple's in castle age. What's his wood count? Why is he spending all his wood? Why not just build a single siege workshop and plant a mangonel right here? And then the entire threat to the castle is denied. Speaking of mangonels, a couple of Korean ones. What is that Korean up to back home? 3 town centers. Our Berber. Tell me our Berber is going up to Imperial at some point. Okay, he is starting to get the food. Oh, never mind. Just as I say that, he spends it. No, there he goes. So our Berber is going up to Imperial, as is our Bohemian. Oh, our Burgundian, who just got the castle a short while ago, is going to be in so much trouble. By the way, he is not that close to his teammates. And blue, our Byzantine, is not sending any kind of help here. I don't see a villager. I don't see army. I don't see infrastructure. Osama is not supporting Menunez at all. Another battering ram. Another petard. See, and now you just target down the villager. There you go. So no castle is safe here. I'm really surprised our Mayan doesn't have siege coming out. He's the sacrifice, yeah. I hope we don't have another 4-on-3 situation developing. Another Korean mangonel. I love, by the way, that our Korean is going mangonelled. I am always down to see 10 range onagers. Yeah, Chris, I don't know what our Berber is, what the game plan here is. He's at 120 villagers. He's building, or rather has built a castle. Now he's, okay. So he's going to start adding in some support. The plumes are in. After all of the aggression from our Turk, it is in fact the Mayan castle that remains standing. And now Turkish villagers are going to get picked off one by one by one. But camel archers should be popping out soon. Another Berber castle. Over here, still not much a-doing. And here we go. Osama does finally move forward. Yeah, bombard cannons probably. Our Berber is getting Casbah. So he's going to want to roid up his castles. The plumes are in, but not too much for them to do. Not a lot of space to maneuver. I mean, I guess they could run through a town center. And then they kind of get stuck back there. I don't know what the answer is for our Mayan here. Heal up the plumes, I guess, is the answer. And upgrades galore going down for all of the players. And yeah, here we go. Our Burgundian is heading up to Imperial. His teammate, our Byzantine, is already in Imperial. And he's going onager. He's going crossbow. Our Burgundian wants to respond to this by converting the enemy siege. Damn, feudal age archers bite the dust here underneath that one beautiful acacia tree. Sometimes I get tunnel vision to some of these. I mean, look how pretty this tree is. Okay. Sorry, guys. Mayan castle is under siege. Okay, so Team North looks like it's pushing in significantly. Yeah, Chris, I also thought it was going to be BBC's. I don't know why the game is glitching out. Drill for our Mongol, who is also getting onagers himself, and a lot of onagers. Guys, is the map glitching out on your end? It seems to be glitching out a bit on mine. I don't know if it's the new map. Oh my goodness. A feast here to the south. Crocodile does die. Monk does die. Bomber cannon does die. But Byzantine arbalests are here. One monk is enough to shoo away the entirety of the Bohemian army. That's a lot of archery ranges. 8 archery ranges. Camel archers push in. Mayan castle is down, so they've got a lot more room to maneuver here in the center. But our Mongol, be very, very careful. A minute and 30 seconds away from siege onagers with drill is ridiculously fast moving. So our Mayan and our Mongol have created a bit of a nook here. This is like in the oh, there's your BBC. This is like in those jewelry stores where before you walk into the store itself, you have to walk into this little cubicle where they can lock you if you try to steal anything. Now our Mongol solely on his own taking on this Berber castle. I believe the 3rd Berber castle, the 4th Berber castle here. Everyone's an Imperial except orange and purple. No surprise there. Siege onagers about to complete, and there we go. Look at them all lined up ready. Silver devils that they are to take on the Berber horde. Wake up, take on the Berber horde. Okay, thinks he can do it with only 3. The bombard cannons reply. One falls immediately. The other one just completely moves forward. Why is there a Bohemian bombard cannon here? Where the hell did he come from? Ooh, he clips the edge of one of them, but losing 3 siege onagers for nothing. And in the meantime, our Byzantine has cut through the forest, or maybe it was our Burgundian. They've cut a path through this forest and are now wreaking havoc on the Bohemian defenses. The Bohemian, by the way, still continuing to push into the same area. There is a greeting committee. 2 conversions attempted, 2 conversions gotten. Wow, in the blink of an eye, just like that. The enemy forces disappear, and down goes the last onager as well. Let's see how well these arbalests do. They brought these monks along for the ride. Siege onager as well for our Korean. Does he have Shinki-chan? No, he does not. He also doesn't have siege engineers, so they're still stuck at 8 range. And no, the trade route. The poor trade route. I mean, good for them for putting it there, but wow, that is a risky move. Okay. F you to this one particular section of wall. Okay. House doesn't exist. Gate doesn't exist. Okay, I think you can go in now. I don't think you need to keep attacking that wall. Mongol siege moves forward. Berber castle in jeopardy. Looks like a bunch of Trebs fell here. The Berber did lose all his camels. I wonder if it's to the siege onagers, the Mangudai, or the plumes. Definitely not the siege onagers. Could be the Mangudai. Could be the plumes. Polche Javeliners. Okay. So he sees camel archer. He's going to add in double fisting skirmishers to the mix. Is our Mayan, who plops down a bunch of archery ranges to get that done. They are very cocky. They are moving in. They're going to lose a bunch of units here. This is a very bad push here from Team South. But the Berber Castle, just move your rams forward and then just let the Trebs take care of the rest. Mangudai are taking on these camel archers, which by the way come with a bonus against Mangudai, but behind this, holy shit, 16 kills so far. Only one friendly fire. That is a good ratio, but 2 of the 4 Berber castles have fallen. Why are these orange Turkish Hussars moving so slow? Attack to the right. Still stalled out. It looks like the Arbalests have been pushed back by the Korean onagers, who now have 9 range. I don't know if he got siege engineers or if he got Shinki-chan, but this is a lot of clumped Arbalests. What are their upgrades? Fully upgraded. He's got to be so careful here. These guys are on the hunt. I want to keep an eye on this, but let's see what's going on here. So the Berber castle, it's going to fall as well. Oh my goodness, 75% of their castles are done. But where are the double fisting Mayan elite skirmishers? There they are. Uh-oh. 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 You're not paying attention? Overshoots. Oh no. Oh no. Now he's gonna lose 2 and he's gonna lose the conversions. 2 monks do die. Oh, what a pile of driftwood here. That was very sour. I thought he would accomplish a little bit more. There's the Yupseong, so he's gonna have extra range on these keeps. By the way, our Byzantine 3 castles. Do you see infantry? What are you going mass cataphract? All right, not too sure that's the right move, but let's see it. Man, Turkish Hussars with that extra pierce armor they get really are very tanky. Our Mongol doesn't know exactly what to do at the moment, so he is just clearing up infrastructure and vision from his opponent. Where the hell did this Treb think it was going? What is going on in this game? We've got a blue Treb here. We've got a Bohemian bombard cannon all the way here somehow. But look at this. The western portion of the Turkish base is completely exposed. Our Berber needs a bigger army. He's got 19 army count. That's it. Look at your resources. Where is your army? You know your stable units are cheaper, right? Camel archers say, forget the rams. We're not going to put a dent in those. Might as well come here and kill some Mangudai. And let's see it. Do push it back. The Hussars will slaughter the skirmishers. The camel archers will slaughter the Mangudai. And yet again, a stalemate continues here to the western side of the map. To the east. The stalemate continues even more. Oh, move them away. Now he's got the range. Okay, so now he got Shinki-chan. And before that, he had siege engineer. So now these guys are going to be absolutely deadly. 10 range. This is a longbow onager. I think they can reach the Trebs, by the way. Let's see if I'm right. I think this might be 10 tiles. Okay, they definitely can reach the monk. Yeah, I knew it. I freaking knew it. Korean onagers are just so ridiculous. And they have 1 minimum range, which means they can attack each other here. And in come the cataphracts, perfectly split at the perfect moment. And a 10 range onager converted. Mongols do push this army back temporarily. Why is there so much trash at this stage of the game? Oh, none of the players, none of the teams have any trade. Cataphracts. Let's take a look at their upgrades. They are an expensive unit. Okay, so he is elite. He's missing iron casting, which he'll have in 4 seconds. And he does have logistica. So these are pretty well upgraded cataphracts. Unfortunately, there's no infantry for them to fight. Team North does have a good steady stream of trade, 94. Team South, 111. Oh, goodness gracious. The camel archers are melting to the siege and to these skirmishers. Why is there a trade card here? Man, the theme of tonight is misplaced units. Why is our Mayan? I mean, look at our Mayan's wood count. Way too much wood. Send some of those guys onto food. Build some farms. Okay, he's adding 20 more skirmishers here. The east. Arbalest looked like they got absolutely wrecked here by these Korean onagers. How many kills? 37, 38, only one friendly fire is an epic statistic. And here's the Bohemians with their hand cannoneers. Cataphracts show up though by onagers. What is this Trev attacking? I see your extra range and I raise you a trebuchet. All's quiet on the western front. Yikes. Camel archers are getting gunned down by the onagers. Should allow the Mangudai a pretty good... Oh, what a great attack there. Look at how well the synergy is here between onager and cav archer, because the onager is softening up the units. And even with the extra armor, this many Mangudai must have a shit ton of kills. And 69, 70 kills. Our Korean pushes in, but our Burgundian has halberdiers. Hussars to meet them. Where are these guys going? Where do they think they're going? Gotta be careful. The Hussars will close in, but this is a good amount of onagers. Oh, another fantastic split. This time out of our Burgundian. He's gonna abuse the shitty accuracy of the hand cannoneer, which I believe is what, 65%? 75%, my bad. Yikes. I think he did more damage to his own tower and killed his own villager here with these siege onagers than he intended. 34 kills. Actually, no, 0 friendly fire. Okay. I mean, I feel like we're in Groundhog Day with Bill Murray. We're seeing the same battle unfolding here for the last 50 minutes. Now, don't interpret that as a complaint. I absolutely love it. Berber BBCs are falling. Hand cannoneers always seem like they're missing. Yeah. Well, that's because I have that shitty 75% accuracy. Unless you're the Portuguese with arquebus, they really do seem like they miss a lot. I kind of want to see the Korean onagers perform a little bit better. In that, I want to see more kills and more pancakes. Oh, there's that one minimum range coming into effect. Oh, so many of them are dying to the Hussars, though. This is really a fantastic siege onager battle. Another castle falls for the Turk, who somehow has not had his western base pressed into. How is that possible? He's expanded here with stables. What does he have over here? A farming community. Very exposed, by the way. No defense anywhere nearby. Okay, the Mangudai do move in. They're trying to snipe the BBCs, I think. Yeah, they're definitely trying to snipe the bombards, but they're going to give their lives for it. That's a lot of dead Mangudai. And somehow our Berber, even though he was the first in Imperial Age, still just has 17 army count. Why does he have so few military units? He's got 80 trade carts. Oh my god. 80 trade carts, each one delivering 125 gold. So what is that? 1,000? No. What's 125 times 80? Yeah, no, 1,000, I think. Ish, approximately. Or maybe exactly. 10,000, 10,000. Oh my goodness. 10,000 gold for every round trip of his carts for our Berber. And yet his army count is 20. He must be slinging somebody. And the last of the forward castles for our Berber falls. He's got one more here to the right, two more behind that. So Camel Archer production should be nice and safe for now. Bombard towers for the Turks are also under attack. Oh no, it looks like our Burgundian has been pushed into too much. Our Korean bringing along more siege workshops for the ride. Now it's the turn of the Byzantine, but his structures a little bit harder to take down. They have 40% more HP right now. I mean, we're an hour into this game. Trade has been up and running for what? Like the last 10, 15 minutes? Maybe 20 minutes? The payloads are insane in this trade. 112, 125, etc. And yet the army counts are so low. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound like Christopher Walken. So low. Okay, our Turk finally has his base destroyed, but in the meantime has taken all of the resources out except for the gold, which he continues to mine. And with those 20% faster gold miners, I think it's 20%, should be able to get a good amount there before he dies. Ryan, hello, how are you? Another Berber castle falls. Our Berber isn't training anything at the moment. No military, no civilian. What is he doing? He must be relocating his trade routes. Yeah, I think his trade carts were over here, but now they've been destroyed. A couple of elephants and a relic to the north watching all of the insanity unfold. And this is a good spot for our Burgundian to rebuild, or at least begin rebuilding his base. As the right side of his settlement falls, 4 Byzantine castles with 8,000 HP. It's going to take a while for this Bohemian army, even with a 250 attack bonus against buildings. Oh, 300, my bad. It's going to take a while. Which is going to give Gray time to do what? Does he have any army here? He is going full monk play. Okay. So orange has been knocked out to the top left. Gray has been knocked out to the bottom right. Both players have managed to reallocate and relocate their economies, although I'm struggling to see an orange town center for our Turks. Does our Turk not have any town centers right now? Does he even care? He's got 123 villagers. Not that he needs more town centers. Got a market, farming community, as we saw, more houses, more stables. Yeah, I don't think he really needs or wants another town center. Seems to be a waste of stone. His 391, 400. He's buying stone. Oh, is he going to try to go for another castle? So siege pushing into the left, siege pushing into the bottom. How many Korean towers do we have now? 27. Single cataphract charges. Single cataphract dies. What is the defense that they prepared here? Some walls with a gate. Why do you even need a gate at this point? A few of these Byzantine bombard towers. And there is El Dorado for our purple Mayan. Are we going to get to see a big eagle switch now? 100 HP Eagles will absolutely run through this Berber army in the blink of an eye. For now, they're focusing on Hussars when they should be focusing on these Camel Archers. And here we go. Now they're starting to shell away. Camel Archers not really being used as effectively against the Mangudai as I thought they would be. Wow. What is happening here? The base keeps getting cleaned up. Oh, our Burgundian has gone Paladins. Well, I mean, I guess they're Paladins. They're about as good as Celtic Paladins, to be honest. They're missing bloodlines. But they're decent, I guess. He's going up to 10 of them. More and more destruction and mayhem by these Korean onagers. 17 kills, 0 friendly fire. That's a good statistic. Although some I suspect now is going to change. Looks like he killed a whole bunch of his Bohemian friends. No, still 0. And look at that. The map has literally been split. The map has literally been split right down the middle. Isn't that crazy how that always seems to happen in these longer games? And yet no one's attacking in the center. What's happening here? Ah, there's a Korean tower with that ridiculous 13 range taking down a mining camp. Bombard tower. Song tower. That is a bad combination for Team South. But Bombard towers, I don't see the balls on fire. I don't see flaming balls. I was so excited for a second. I was so excited for our Mayan to tech switch into Eagles, and he's got 0 Eagles training 4. Oh, come on. Come on, Steak. You don't need halberdiers. Just get those Eagles out. They also come with an attack bonus against cavalry. The push continues. Building by building, tile by tile, Team South is pushing in here, but they are getting pushed into just as bad, just as hard here to the south. Both teams, by the way, very close to losing their trade. A few skirmishers for our Byzantine, which are cheap AF, are all that stand in the way between this horde and their trade route. The push continues. I'm trying to think what our Turk and Berber can do differently here. I mean, the Turk really just has one answer, which is the Hussar. There's no real other answer here. That Hussar with extra Pierce armor is about as good as you're gonna get here for the Turk. No other real good trash units. Maybe hand cannoneers against some of these Eagles now that you see Eagles are out. And the Camel Archer comes with no attack bonus against Spearmen, so I don't know. Maybe Genitors would be a better... Chris, if you're still here, what the hell should our Berber do? I think Genitors would be a good answer here to this army composition of Team South. Forget about a few Eagles. There's only 3 of them. The rest is all countered by Genitors, actually. So surprised we're not seeing any of those. Hexa, no, this is just a random ladder game that the players played. Tenchi, it has been pretty even. Like I said, the map is split literally right down the middle. Although scores would tell you otherwise. Scores would tell you Team North is somehow winning this. Even though they're down, actually, no, they're up in all metrics. I guess they're pushing in a little bit harder. This seems to be a bit of a tougher nut to chew here for Team South. This one little narrow avenue. I'm surprised no one has cut through the center of the map yet. And oh no, now the trade route is in jeopardy. Hussite wagons as well. Looks like a whole bunch of paladins died. Of course, they're Burgundian paladins. There's a reason they're 50% cheaper to get up to paladin. Wololos, I hear. Where will they move their trade, if at all? Are they defending their trade? Villager takes on the army. He gets a kill. How the hell did he get that kill? Come on, spring into action. Ah, he doesn't. He dies instead. But man, getting a Haufnitze and more. They're moving forward. You know you're not Spanish. You know you're not Incan. You're not even Pole. Oh, the bombard balls. Absolutely destroying the HP of those paladins. Green's push here has been crazy. Let's see how many Haufnitzes. 82 kills. Nicholas, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us live. I appreciate that. Oh, Korean onagers. Pancake. The Burgundian Hussars. To the north. Our Berber needs to remember that he's got janitors. Where are his stables? How many does he have? He's got one stable. Oh, sorry, archery ranges. My bad. Brain fart. I don't see a single archery range here for our Berber. Unless I'm missing something. But his camel archers are finally taking on Mangudai one-on-one. They do come with an attack bonus against them. Cavalry archer +6. So the Mangudai are all gonna melt here. Oh, goodness gracious. That was an absolute terrible move by our Mongol, who loses his entire army. And look at that. Our Berber, our Turk. The Mediterranean Alliance is pushing back the Mongol and the Mayan. Maybe temporarily. That's a lot of camel archers. What's the kill count on these guys? 34, not great. So probably a whole bunch of new recruits. More Mangudai are here. Pivot to the south. The tower push continues. It's starting to get cleared up a little bit. But the trade, how are they still allowing the trade to continue? Our Byzantine is getting 112 gold per cart. They did place a whole bunch of towers, keeps, bombards. Oh, it tracks down the halberdier and guns him. Misses that ball. Misses that ball too. I don't know where the hell that ball thought it was going. By the way, they're still clearing up infrastructure here with towers. I love it. Those ridiculous long-range Korean towers, and they're pushing back to the north. Green is being attacked with Mangudai. Where? I see a lot of red trade carts. Maybe I missed it, Hexa. He's being attacked by Mongol Siege, which doesn't really accomplish much and then dies. Koreans are inside the trade route. They F you to that one yak in particular. Burgundian, he's got paladins. He can actually do a decent job here against these slower attacking siege units. The Mangudais, there's 34. All of them are here. This has just been an absolute slugfest. We're an hour and 20 minutes in. The scores are still 5,000 or so, 20% apart. Okay, the paladins are here. They're closing in on the hand cannoneers. They got the Hussite wagon. Somebody get this onager. Send him on his way to the afterlife. What's the kill count on the Hafnitzas now? Only 36. So the veterans seem to have died. More Mongol siege, more death. Bomber towers falling. Turkish units are chasing. Let's see if they can get anything done. They are running a dangerous gauntlet of Mayan infantry. They all die in exchange for one siege onager. I don't know if that was even worth it. How did that tower miss? I don't know. It looked like it hit. Brian, this game is absolutely crazy. I mean, any game that lasts an hour and 20 minutes is pretty bonkers. I still don't know who's winning this. It looks like Team North is pushing in a little bit harder than the other team. They've got a little bit more army count, 100 extra villagers and trade carts, and now the trade route is in jeopardy. Oh no, Korean towers. This one has 6 kills. This one has 3 kills. This one has 11 kills. Team South needs to rebuild its trade routes. I don't know where they want to place their market. Doc, hello, hello. Gray is pinging up here. Maybe he wants to open up the passage here so he can expand yet again. Stalemate to the north, which means to the south, whoever pushes wins. Afnitzas are basically one-shotting buildings now, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. They're up to 56 kills. Anytime you can one-shot a building is just amazing, because Siege just fires so slow. Dukang, thank you so much. I hope you have a great weekend too. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're entertained. I feel like getting a Ludus and jumping into my Roman cosplay and yelling, "Are you not entertained?" I always forget if the Roman, the sword that they would give a gladiator when he won his freedom, is that a Ludus or a Rudis? Is it an L or an R? I always forget. There are certain things my brain just refuses to remember. Oh, that was a nice pancake there. I think a Ludus might be where the gladiators trained, and then the Rudis is the sword, right? It is a Rudis. Okay, good. All right. I'm telling you, sometimes my brain, I mean, you guys, if you're watching this, you know me by now. You've seen one or more of my videos, and you've seen me call this unit a monk. You've seen me call this unit an arbalest. I don't know, sometimes I just forget things. And look at this. They're pushing back. They are pushing back. Oh my god, right as I say that. Holy moly. What an absolute disaster. To the north, a stalemate. First, it was here for about 40, what was it, 40, 50 minutes? Then it moved up here. Our Mayan, who's got more barracks than I have fingers, has 4 halberdiers. Okay, so he wanted to transition into eagles, but that didn't really work out. But to the south, it's usually the way it works, right? If one area is stalemated, it's whoever wins to the other area that dictates. And by the way, I want to see how many Korean towers there are on this map. First of all, let's see Bohemian Bombards, only 5. Okay, no big deal. Only 34? He had 27 here. Okay, so he didn't really add that many towers towards the end. But they did lame the trade. They did push in, so I'm not surprised at what happened here. What do I think about Age of Empires 4? Am I interested in casting AoE 4? Not really. AoE 4, I mean, it's a completely different game. AoE 4 is a lot more like individual units or clumps of units. I don't know how to explain it. It's not the same game, right? There's like spells and different enhancements and things like that. I'm not a big fan of that kind of game. I just like your old-time, old-fashioned RTS games where you just, you know, build your settlements, expand, fight little soldiers on a screen. That was a very long battle. Sathis, yeah, a BBC. I know. I got a lot of meanings. Mangudai, camel archers. Holy shit! Look at the numbers. Almost identical. 111 rams, 88 bombards, 62 onagers. What a badass army composition. I mean, in a 1v1, how the hell do you beat this? Wow. And let's see the economies. 41,000. Of course, our Korean. He was building towers and a few siege onagers here and there. And a few hand cannoneers. He didn't need a lot of resources. And who was the biggest recipient? Our Burgundian. Got 56,000 resources. Trade, let's see this. Do a quick but probably inaccurate mathematics. 48, 57, 67, 60, 73,000 for the losing team. And I can already see, I mean, look at our Berber's trade. Somebody explain to me why our Berber, with all of that trade, had like 20 army count for the majority of the game. Now he finally gets his army count up. 81 kills on these guys, 125 kills on them, 36 kills on the Mangudai. Let's take a look at kill count. The juiciest number of all, 1352 for our Berber. Who's in second place? Our Korean with 1,003. Wow. Well, that was a very fun game. And it seems like Rage Forest generally ends in one of three ways, right? Number one, like we saw in game number one, somebody loses a teammate, and then it's a 4-on-3, and that never ends well for the 3. Or it's a yin-yang situation like this, where one side pushes into the one side pushes, the other side pushes in through the other side, and then on one side there's a stalemate, and then whoever wins the other flank wins the game, or somebody disconnects. So I really, it seems to be developing into this kind of very, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. It's not predictable, but kind of predictable situation, right? All right, we've got one more game for the evening. Yeah, AoE 2 is the best RTS. I started playing computer games back when you had to insert multiple discs. Not CDs even, discs. That's how old I am. If you wanted to play a game, you would have to, like, when I wanted to play Civ 1, Sid Meier's Civ 1, halfway through the game I would have to insert the second disc. The 2.4-inch floppy. Not the big one, the small one. All right, was that still called the floppy? Yeah, maybe, I think so. Anyway, red, blue, yellow, and orange. Oh god, this is team, let's just go southwest, because yours truly is getting a little tired of typing out team names, and you guys are team northeast. Yeah, you're pumping a disc in your old 486 computer. The graphics were absolutely shit, but man oh man did I love to build my cities. And then Civ 1 became Civ 2, Warcraft 1 became Warcraft 2, Railroad Tycoon, Sims, Age of Empires 1, Age of Empires 2. RTS has a long and beautiful history in the 90s. I remember I would floppy disk, yeah. What was the name of the little one? There were two discs. There was the big one that was like 4 inches big or 3.5, and that was a very floppy disk. You could like flop it around, and it was as thin as a piece of toilet paper. But then there was the thicker, shorter disc that was like 2 inches. Yeah, exactly. Doom was another game you had to insert multiple discs if you wanted to pass through the levels. Man, oh man. What a completely different world it was only 3 short decades ago. Anyway, enough reminiscing, enough going down that rabbit hole. Let's take a look at the players in the team's Nolo. This time is the Dravidians. Okay, cool. In red. Ganji is the Saracens. We've got 2 new civs so far. Cambridge as the Byzantines, and rounding out Team Zach as the Spaniards. Cool Cat as the Cumans opposing the Spanish. That's going to be fun to watch. Valis this time as the Vikings in his pocket. The two bushes tell me this is the Gurjaras in teal, played by Mathieu. A third time we're seeing him tonight. And Samero as the Bohemian. So some old civs, some new civs. The map looks pretty normal. Got one avenue of attack here, one avenue of attack here. To the south, to the north. Okay, a bit of a messier path between the Spaniard and the Cuman. It looks like the Cuman has, or rather the Spaniard has walled off the north, the Cuman has walled off the south. And by the way, who's facing off who against who? Dravidian is taking on Bohemian. Okay. What's the counter of the elite Dravidian troops? Unfortunately for our Dravidian, the counter is this. The Bohemians. Because they get hand cannoneers in Castle Age. And hand cannoneers come with a +10 attack bonus against infantry, which the Urumi swordsman, even with Woot Steel, is still an infantry unit. Oh my god, it does look like it looks not just a cat, it looks like the Thundercats logo. Thunder, 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 Thundercats. 3.1s were like oh man. It is a very dirty stream. Sathis, what is this? Your first time watching me? Come on, you know that. You know my thumbnails, you know my comments. They're all gonna be pervy and full of many, many different meanings depending on where your mind goes. By the way, these three scouts together have 30 HP. So they're not going to be surviving very long. Purple has to be very careful here. One wrong move, one slight change in the movement path like that, and yellow will catch up. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't keep doing it every time you move. Slightly this way, slightly that way. Yellow catches up. Oh, at least try to take the high ground and get one swipe off. You're not going to live. You're not going to live. This is so scary. I mean, okay. I mean, I'm saying it's scary, but so far 3 hours later, they're still chasing. It's an elephant. There we go. There we go. Yellow finally caught up. It's an elephant logo. Oh, man. I love Age of Empires Rorschach tests on Rage Forest. Always finding the funny answers to what this shit is. By the way, what's the huntable we're working with today? Are there any huntables at all? No, they're wild boars. So you see how the Javelina moves at a 0.8 tiles per second? The elephant, the rhino, 0.96, which is why I always have fun watching those. Which is why we had fun last game, by the way, with all those cursed elephants. Yeah, exactly. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I think at one point we were talking about the boar balls that were hanging out from underneath the town center at some point. Right, Tenchi? It is the Thundercats logo. Right? Where's Fisto? A parrot on the left. Ooh, now, I'm gonna have to strain my... Oh, this is a parrot? Are these the 2 feet of the parrot? Interesting. Everybody kind of sees different things, which I guess the whole point of a Rorschach test. Let's see. 3 more Javelinas being pulled by Ganji. By the way, if you haven't seen the short from earlier today, it is Ganji pulling 6 rhinos. 6 freaking rhinoceri. Rhinoceri? Rhinoceroses? What's the plural of rhinoceros? Now I feel real dumb. It is very late at night if I don't know what the plural of rhinoceros is. Squark. I mean, it kind of does look like a bit of like a seagull walking around. Okay, let's see what's going on. Yeah, orange and purple both. Okay, have agreed to the wall off. I like how they're both keeping villagers close by in case there's any kind of attempted incursion. But what I like more is that nobody is fighting so far this game. Villagers, very little action. Rhinoceri, okay. Good to know. Looks like a flamingo. Don't flamingos usually stand on one leg? Our Gurjara with its one of 3 unique units attacking into here. But red sees it all. Okay, so quick castle age here for our Cumin. Did he go second town center route? No, he did not. He's rushing up to castle. He's sold his wood. He's buying food. Has he clicked up yet? No, he still needs 12 chicken nuggets. 10 chicken nuggets. 5. And he's got it. Now he's going to click up. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Look how weak these villagers are. Oh my goodness. Why would you pull boars if you don't have the villagers needed? Oh my god. Stubborn boar. Your town center killed it? Yeah, it's really annoying. Hexa, were you using that that method where you put your villagers inside the town center? I mean, I'm assuming you were because you said the town center killed it. I don't know why that became so popular. Oh, man, casting couch. Don't get me started. There was a thumbnail I wanted to do where it was one villager surrounded by, oh, I forget what unit it was. It was one villager surrounded, I think sergeants. And I wanted to call it casting couch. And I didn't, but if you want, click the link above, join my Discord. I'm not very active on Discord, but I think I posted that picture and I said an alternative thumbnail. And it was a casting couch. It was pretty funny. Doc likes the Byzantines. Let's see what our Byzantines are doing. Where is... Okay, Doc is trying to confuse me. Byzantines are on team southwest. Our Byzantine is going up to 3 town centers now that he's in Castle. Samaro is still in the Dark Age. Our poor Bohemian. What are his resources like? 156 food. At least his Gurjara teammate is here to support him with Shrevamshas of all things. Okay. They'll definitely get rid of these feudal age archers right quick. Wow, I can't believe he's still in Dark Age. Okay, he is going up to feudal. Doc, you play Byzantines, or they're just, you like to watch the Byzantines? You're more of a Byzantine voyeur. We saw them last game for a little bit. No fewer than 3 Viking mangonels out of Valus, who has brought a villager forward, a second town center. By the way, Nolo is not exactly doing too well either. Stuck in feudal age. His teammate, the Saracen. Oh, let's see. I mean, let's not see feudal age armies. Let's see oh my goodness, Mamelukes. Byzantine, Romans, and Malay. Interesting. I'm trying to think if those 3 civilizations have anything in common that you like. Cavalry, infantry, archers, siege, monks. Another town center for our Byzantine. Ganji's base is incredibly sparse. Why? Where are his villagers? Because he is going up to a fast castle. Mameluke. Oh, you gotta run away. You can't risk the Mameluke for the monk. This unit is way too expensive. And by the way, it does melee damage, so the Shrevamshas don't dodge nothing here. Even though it throws the sword. It is not technically a pierce ranged unit, it's still a melee ranged. But that being said, you can't keep running around here with Shrevamshas, and I guess he got one of the scorpions. Okay. And our Bohemian is going up to Castle Age at the same time as Nolo is going up to Castle Age. Very, very close together. And the oh my god, Cumin and Viking siege push is gonna be pretty bad to deal with. Malay, what do you want to spam? Yeah. What do you think of the reduced discount on the battle elephants? I don't like that one bit. It used to be 30-40, now it's 25-35. Did they really need to do that? Nah, probably not. What was the logic behind it? I don't know. Were people complaining that the Malay battle elephant was too cheap? It's so weak. It has no armor on it. Villager, will he sacrifice? Oh, look at that. Yellow. Trying to kill the mangonel while not risking the life of this villager who has 1 HP. Okay, you're going to get relocated to a farm back here. Oh, looks like a... Oh, look at that. A Cumin and Spanish villager. Literally Romeo and Juliet. Aw, maybe I'll make this the thumbnail for tonight's video. 22 minutes in. That's very adorable. He was a Montague. She was a Capulet. I don't know if that's... I don't know which one was a Montague, which one was a Capulet, but... You forget sometimes that Romeo and Juliet were supposed to be like 12 or 13 years old, right? In the book. Which makes it a little creepy that they're running around taking poison and shit. But I guess things were different in Elizabethan England. Bye-bye, monk. Now the camels you need to deal with, because Mamelukes don't come with any kind of attack bonus against camels. And Gurjara camels do come with an attack bonus against camels, and not only an attack bonus against camels, but a 30% bigger attack bonus against camels. So right now it goes from 5 to 7. Ooh, are you chasing? Why not take down the elephant first? Interesting. I'm hearing mixed reviews of the auto farm. I know a lot of players that I watch on streaming on Twitch don't use them. Hera does use it, which is interesting. We'll see if it has any kind of impact on gameplay. I don't really mind it. I tried it in a like an in-game kind of... What am I trying to say? I loaded up a game just so I could try it, and it seemed pretty cool to me. But I understand there are people very used to doing what they're very used to doing, and so they're probably not gonna like it. Brian coming in with the hate. What wins here? What wins here? I don't think he needed to run away. Oh, never mind. The monks were coming in. Mameluke suicides himself instead of converting. You think it'll make tournaments better? And yeah, Brian, to your point, somebody made a Reddit post about how the game compared to how it was, you know, when it first came out, and then, you know, as it developed, etc. Now it has so many automatic, what they're calling quality of life features. I'm thinking like the new resource drop off button, the garrison in the nearest building button. Now you have auto farms. So I don't know if that's good or bad. We'll have to wait and see. Emana, hello, welcome. I hope I said your name right. Welcome to the live stream, where we talk about everything from 3.5-inch floppies to the latest quality of life patch updates. The new AI someone was talking about? There's a new AI? Is it built into the game, or do I have to download something? I wasn't aware that there was a new AI. I'm hearing siege, but I don't see siege. There it is. Camel. What will die first? The monastery. No, it's a Byzantine monastery. You're gonna have to pack a little bit more punch if you want to take that guy down. Yeah, Brian, who knows where it's going? It's going into a game where I'm hoping we'll be able to control with our minds one day with Neuralink. Oh, Emina, thank you so much. I sprinkle a little crack cocaine into my videos to make people addicted, you know? I'm just kidding. I appreciate that. I'm glad you could catch us live. Hexa, the Tatars are a fantastic civilization. 300 food for every single town center they build. Every herdable containing 50% more food. Every elevation giving you 50% more attack compared to 25. Flaming camels out of a siege workshop. 19 range trebuchets. Step lancers. Keshiks. Cav archers with extra armor. What the heck? The Tatars are just a ridiculous civilization. Yeah, let us know, Shwetang. I am curious to try this new AI. What's the win rate on the Tatars? Are they on the upper half or are they on the lower half? Immortal AI. How do you get that? Tony the Tiger springs into action. Do you guys have loom? Yeah, you do. So the villagers should be safe and sound. Yellow and green are both in Imperial. No surprise. They're safe and sound in their pockets as they are. Oh my god, yet another tiger joins in. So many tigers. Last map we barely saw anything. This time we're seeing tigers galore. Oh, you have to install it? Lightman. The fanciest looking BBTs? What is a BBT? All right. Shwetang, I will check that out. Okay, we're doing an arms race right now as the players disengage, kind of, and start building up their armies. F you to this one human outpost. You are not going to see anything behind enemy lines, they say, as they blind him in 3, 2. Man, camels are slow to destroy things. Come on, you can do it. There you go. And the light goes off. Snake Plissken has hit the button and there is no more vision. Oh, the bomber tower, that's right. The Tatar bomber tower with that the blue is so pretty. I love their monastery as well. Yeah, the Tatars are just a super fun civilization. I mean, look, you start the game, if you're playing random map, which, you know, on this channel is like 99% of the maps. You start with 8 sheep or 8 goats or 8 turkeys, whatever. For most people, that's 800 food. I mean, for the Mayans, I think it's like an extra 15% or whatever. But for the Tatars, 800 food is 1,200 food. And then on top of that, every new town center you build, you get 2 of those for free, which is 300 food for free. That's better than the Lithuanian bonus of 100 food every town center. Although the Lithuanian one, you get it inserted into your bank account immediately. You don't have to chop them up and eat them. Okay. Army counts are slowly but surely rising. Let's see some big battles. The tanks are moving in. Do they have any kills? 6 kills, probably all villagers, right? Yeah, 5 of those are villagers. And they come very slowly. What are the upgrades on them? 0, 0, 0. Can you even upgrade a Hussite wagon? Aside from elite Hussite wagon? Man, you know it's been a long day and a long night if I'm asking these kinds of questions. Ooh, 2 volleys evaded here. Does our Viking have Boggs Vagar? Yes, he does. 11 attack on an Arbalists. Our Spaniard is going Conquistadors. How many? 2. He's going Conks and Donks. Our Byzantine is bringing forth his ridiculously cheap skirmishers. So no trade here is good for Valis. Oh, he might get... Oh, he thought they were going to go backwards, but they went forwards. Siege engineers. Right. Right in Wagenberg tactics. I wasn't even thinking about unique technologies, but yeah, you're right. Thank you so much, Lightman. Okay, you're trying to place a Gurjara castle here. What is our Gurjara doing, by the way? Always curious to see that civilization in Rage Forest. They're so powerful on so many different fronts. Might want to mix in some chakrams if you see your opponent going heavy on the infantry here. Would Spanish Paladin be better than Conquistadors? Let's see what the enemy is building. I mean, our Cumin is going Paladin, and they're just as good as the Spanish Paladins, if not better. They move 5% faster than the Spanish Paladin. Aside from that, I think they have the exact same upgrades. So I don't know that Paladin necessarily is the best move against Viking Arbalests that attack stronger. Now, I don't know that Conquistadors are necessarily the right answer either, to be honest. Yeah, sorry, I assumed you were asking about like late game later on when Paladins can pop out. Ooh, our bombard tower for our Byzantine. High ground for the Arbalest adds an extra oomph to their attack. Two castles are up. High sight wagons are going to be fantastic at tanking here. He needs to get chakrams. Our Gurjar. Okay, he's adding in a few. Chakrams are just such a dangerous unit, especially when your opponent clumps up like this because of that pass through. Oh man, it's deadly. Travamshas, what are your upgrades? You are elite and you are fully upgraded. Okay. And they run about to... Are they chasing the Treb? Do they want the villagers? What are they doing? They're going after villagers. They're weak AF, but they're lightning fast. 1.76 tiles per second is a ridiculous movement speed. For the west. I mean, army counts are not very high for 40 minutes into the game. 100 each. Villager count is literally identical at 491. I don't think there's a single lake on this map. Okay, sorry. I'm a stream of conscious thoughts here. Now he's getting bloodlines for his conquistadors. Where was bloodlines an hour ago? But our Byzantine is clogging up the works, as Byzantines like to do with a lot of gunpowder. Why are the conquistadors not doing anything? At least try to snipe one of these Trebs. To the south, red is in real trouble here. Our Dravidian. He does have a lot of Saracen support. Their Arbalests are pretty darn good too. And eventually even a Shravamsha can outrun that many arrows. Here we go, the chakrams. Oh, but there's not enough of them. By the way, Gurjara Castle down. Oh yeah, Shravamsha doesn't give it a rat's ass. Counterweights for our Saracen. What does he have? He's got a Mangonel. Okay. All right. I don't think counterweights adds any attack to your Trebs, right? I think it's just the BBC and the Mangonel line. Although we'll find out in a second if there's 30 extra attack at it. I don't think it adds to the Trebs. Our Cumin with the fastest moving Paladin in the game. 1.56 tiles per second. Not yet fully upgraded though. Needs another minute for Blast Furnace. Surprised Valis is going pure skirmisher play, although against the conquistadors and the hand cannoneers, not a bad idea. But he's got 2,400 stone. Is he waiting for some big berserk transition? No, it does apply to Trebs. There you go. Okay, there. Sorry. Trebs and Mangonels. Why did I think BBCs and Mangonels? Is he at least upgrading his Mangonel? Where is his Mangonel? Still just here. On patrol command. A third castle. By the way, the two castles here have been cleared out. The third falls. Ooh, another avenue of attack being opened up. Blue, blue, it doesn't matter. There's an onager here. Your wall off means nothing. And all of a sudden, another wall off. This means nothing. This is not going to delay anything. Okay, but you know what might delay is them attacking a weird lumber camp for no reason whatsoever. Now they're retreating. Okay. So I got very excited here. Green is pinging as well. Not too sure why purple decided to run away. Valis is now single-handedly taking on the Spanish army as his Cuban ally moves south, pivots south. They need to get rid of this onager. If they can get rid of this onager, this attack is over. And look at that. He is actually, you know what? This wall off is it's pretty good. It's so big. Ganji going crazy. Where is he getting all this stone? Valis still has 3,000 stone in the bank. Emana, yes, every Friday evening. Yeah, Lightman, you're probably right. He probably right-clicked here. I thought maybe he was going back to attack the lumber camp. Oh, they're in! All of that work, all of that effort, all of that energy at the end of the day means nothing. But here we go, the bomb, the flaming Byzantine balls. They did get the onager, which means this is as far as these paladins are going. And now the Mamelukes are here. So bye-bye paladins. Yeah, they're running back. Yeah, they saw the Mamelukes and they turned tail and ran the hell away. There's nothing a paladin is going to be able to do against these Mamelukes. Let's take a look at what's going on around the map to the west. Okay, we've got the infamous Viking tower push with no fewer than 9 trebuchets behind them, and they are firing. Oh, if only they were werewolf trebs, every unit there would be dead. The Mamelukes are basically doing what Mamelukes do, which is absolutely eviscerating every single cavalry unit that thinks it's smart enough, strong enough to attack them. And to the east, Team Southwest is pushing on through, but they're about to lose a whole bunch of trebuchets. Red's already ruined. Our Dravidian? What does our Dravidian have? He's going Halberdier. Does he have Woot Steel? I didn't notice if he researched Woot Steel. If he has that, maybe not so terrible. Luckily, he does have the Saracen to tank for him. And let's see it. Where are these Hussars going? Are they going straight for the Arbalest? Or are they going around the Arbalest to the Treb? Not too sure where they're going. They're going for the Treb. That's a lot of wasted Hussars for a single Treb. Okay. So out of the 3 Trebs, he chose the one that's not firing, relying on the Hussite wagons to kill the other 2, which they are kind of but not really doing. Chemtrails everywhere. And now the Mamelukes say, hey, nice path. I'll take it. And they're going to start oh my god. How many villages are going to die? Oh, that is so sour. 42 kills, 30 of them villagers. So Ganji pulls a reverse Uno card and kills all of those Cuban villagers. Our Cuban is finally back here where he belongs, trying to kill the Spaniard who has... Oh, he's going supremacy now. That'll be fun. How many villagers? Only 79 villagers, though. Conquistadors are elite. Trebs wasting their efforts on a house here. Why are the Saracens retreating? Okay, I guess they got enough damage done. The Gurjara Hussar with Kshatriyas. Man, can they spam. How many villagers does he have on food, Matthew? 67 villagers on food. So he can spam these cheap 25% discounted Hussars all the live long day. Gunpowder and skirmishers are here. So now the tide turns yet again here to the east. What is happening here? Conquistadors in the trade route. Conquistadors in the trade route. How the hell did they get in here through, I guess, a lot of deaths? Oh, they parked themselves in the worst possible location. Where's he going? To the high ground? Where the hell's he going? No, why are you going here? What are you doing? Get back in the trade route. Kill the camels. No, not like this. Now you're gonna miss. Just head on, straight in. And it looks like the Spaniard is dead. Did he manage to save? Okay, he saved 57 villagers. Where are they? They're all here to the back. Byzantine halberdiers, cheap as shit. Doesn't mind throwing a whole bunch of them away. The conquistadors enter into a choke point. Cuman light cavalry does join to try to close the gap, but I guess it's a good delay tactic to keep your trade up and running. Throw a villager, throw a couple of light cavalry units at them. And the never-ending stalemate. Now the Gurjara against the Mamelukes definitely needs to go camels. By the way, what has worse range? The Chakram with 5 or the Mameluke with, what is it, 3? Yeah. Ooh, Dravidian is moving forward. He must have Woot Steel by now. If he's moving forward with champions. Frontier guards, so now they're going to be even tankier against the melee attacks. Look at that armor. That's like Bulgarian Baganes level armor here. Bomber cannons are falling to the hussars. Oh no. Ganji is doing a lot of moving with his Mamelukes, which I'm not a big fan of. They're not attacking very much. And against the Gurjara heavy camel with frontier guards, you need to be attacking non-stop. Otherwise, that armor is just going to tank everything. Our Viking pushes out, claiming the Spanish lands for himself and for his human ally. What are they building here? 6 barracks, 8 archery ranges, more towers, siege workshops. So they are making themselves very much at home. I mean, Bohemian Gurjara is just such a ridiculous army to contend with. The hand cannoneers are going to destroy the Mamelukes. The camels are going to destroy the Mamelukes. The skirmishers and the hand cannoneers are going to destroy everything else. Got a bunch of Hussite wagons, which for some reason are in the back. They should be right here in the front. Although there are no real ranged units firing at anything here, so maybe in the back is better. Conquistadors. Byzantine BDCs are trying to hold the line here. How's the trade? Oh my god, they're still in the trade route. The conks are still here. They've got 55 kills, only 22 economic. Yeah, this is why you can't put them like this on the side. They miss. Oh, but our Cuman doing an amazing job stopping them from killing the trade. I love how cool Cat is being. He is not relocating the trade. He's just sending more and more cheaper light cav to deal with these guys. Our Mamelukes need to keep attacking. Again, he's doing too much moving. Our Dravidian, what does he have? Halberdiers. Now he's getting thumb ring. What is it? What the hell is he getting thumb ring for? Why is our Dravidian getting thumb ring? Medical Corps. Is our Dravidian transitioning into elephant archers? What? Nolo's resources are non-existent. Oh, sorry guys, my chat froze yet again. I don't know why it keeps freezing like that. Why? There's the elite elephant archer. Now he's getting an upgrade before he has a single unit out on the map, and his infrastructure is under attack. Can you use cheat codes in online mode? That's a good question. Yeah, the Mamelukes are absolute trash against camels, especially Frontier Guard camels. that have 7 freaking armor, even with that cool attack of a 14. Yeah, it looks like Team Northeast is definitely making headway here, pushing in more and more. The Byzantine, though, is doing a good job holding this back. How many units have these BBCs killed? They've been here for a while. 44 kills, 45 on 3 units is not bad at all. And there's the elephant transition, the fastest firing elephant archer in the game. 1.4 second delay, as fast as freaking Mangadai. Mathieu is controlling those camels. Ganji is controlling the Mamelukes, who, now that they're elite, have an attack bonus against other Mamelukes, but not against other camels in general. Oh, they're being pushed back. They're on the retreat to the east, to the west. How many kills now? 51, but they're all half dead. He's got to be careful. Are these Trebs still around? 20. When's the last time we saw 26 kills for a trebuchet? By the way, are the conquistadors still here? No, they're dead. They are long dead. Yeah, it looks like Team Northeast is definitely taking this. Sorry, Doc. Our Byzantine isn't able to hold off all of this on his own. Mamelukes to the front, elephants to the back. Or the upgrades fully upgraded. Ooh, now they're in the trade route almost. They're almost in the trade route. Oh, those frickin' human units that move lightning fast. 1.74 tiles. It's as fast as a frickin' Shravamsha rider. Ooh, what's happening here? Our Spaniard is spamming hussars into the trade route. Desperation move here, and that's all she wrote. Wow, that was death by 1,000 cuts there for Team Southeast. Look at this guy. Oh man, this looks like a statue you'd find at a town square. The heroic, what is he, a Viking? The heroic Olaf with the spear holding back the tide of Spanish hussar aggression. Wow, I mean, I'm never upset about seeing elephant archers, especially Dravidian ones that are lightning fast and regenerate HP. But they needed to come up with an answer to these Gurjara camels down south. This was just too much. What about the Hafnitsas? How many kills? 117 on 20 Hafnitsas. Where the hell are they? Wow, that's a lot of bombard power. That was crazy powerful. And I still can't get over the fact that these Trebs have 26 kills. But the trade route here is now being pressed into, and even though our Spaniard I mean, you know, he can delete his own walls, right? He knows he can delete these palisades, but he's engaging into the skirmishers, which Valis is clumping up here, reinforcements probably. Woo! Yeah, nice try. They held on for a little bit. They destroyed that Gurjara castle, the Bohemian castle that was here. Then they pushed out a good amount, but ultimately they just collapsed. The Gurjara is just such a ridiculously powerful late game civilization, especially when your opponent goes Mameluke that has no bonus against them. You need the Mameluke for cavalry. Everything else, I would have loved to see some Saracen siege take on the Bohemian siege. That would have been epic to watch. But alas, what can you do? Shotang, you were also rooting for them? In any event, everybody, thank you so much for joining. This is going to be the end of the live stream for tonight. Before you do head out, if you're new, come, I mean, say hello or goodbye. But before you head out, please do hit that like button. Help me out with that YouTube algorithm that I think likes are important for. Still figuring out all of this YouTube stuff a year and a half in, but in any event, hope you enjoyed the games. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, rest of your evening, afternoon. And everybody, thank you so much for joining. And I will see you all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Have a good one, everyone.